Right. Hello and welcome to the Leadership Cashiers Sponsor Spotlight. My name is Angela Owen and I'm the Program Director for Leadership Cashiers. And it is my privilege to host this Sponsor Spotlight brought to you by the Cashiers Area Chamber of Commerce. Our special guest today is Eric T. Moody, CPA, PA, and Eric has a full-service accounting firm. Thank you so much for sponsoring Leadership Cashiers and welcome to today's Sponsor Spotlight, Eric.
Thank you. It's good to be here. I appreciate the opportunity.
Well, it's not quite the same as being in person, but it is great to see your face here and certainly appreciate all that you continue to do for Leadership Cashiers. Tell us a little bit about what you do at your full service accounting firm.
Okay, well, we are a full service accounting firm located in Cashiers, right off of the intersection there. We recently have moved and our office location now is at 241 US Highway 64 West. And so you probably have no idea where that is. And I always have a hard time when somebody gives me an address like that, but I can tell you that we are right off of the, on going toward Highlands, on the left, right before you get to the car wash. Again, that's the best way to give directions in a small town. So if I tell you that, you'll probably know exactly where we are. But we're excited about the move. We have a lot more space. We are growing, which is a good thing. And we have a lot more space up there to not only for me and my team to work, but for also to have meetings with clients and have a nice big boardroom and those kind of things. So we're excited about that and those opportunities. But we are, like you mentioned earlier, we're a full service CPA firm. We do everything from payroll and bookkeeping through tax preparations to tax planning for clients and consulting. So we do it all, and not only from personal all the way through businesses in doing those services. So we try to take care of all our clients, whether you're an individual or a business, and whether you need payroll to, again, returns to planning, we can do it. We try to do it all for you.
Well, based on the description, it certainly sounds like full service is a really great description there.
Yes.
What you're able to offer all the way across the board. Well,
Mm-hmm.
Eric, what would you say, or how would you describe the core values that are really driving and anchoring you and your organization? In Leadership Cashiers, we talk often about how we have, as leaders, we're driven by and led by those core values. What anchors you and your organization?
So the thing that anchors me, and it really isn't something that would be just prevalent to a CPA or to tax and accounting, but I think it covers all realms in a service industry, and that's customer service. I mean, there's nothing more important than making sure that you are taking care of your clients and they're satisfied, more than satisfied with what you're doing for them, and going above and beyond to try to make sure that we take care of all their needs. So again, you can apply that to pretty much any service opportunity that's out there or service organization, but trying to make sure that we are taking care of our clients to the best of our abilities, and taking care of all their needs is really number one for us. Obviously, with what we do with service, with tax preparations and accounting and payroll and tax and such as those things, there's a level of being current with current laws, tax laws, and payroll laws, and on all those things that obviously needs to happen as well. And we do a great job of making sure that we take care of all of that and keeping up with all those updates. But customer service, making sure we're current with the legislations that are going on, and obviously with the situation that we're in right now, the amount of change that's occurred just in the last few months, it's been incredible. And so making sure we're all up on all that, and we can offer to our clients good suggestions and good recommendations for ways that they can take advantage of the opportunities that are before them.
I am incredibly grateful for people like you who dive into all those things and keep up with it. My head spins. So thank you for that service that you provide.
Yeah, it's a little nerdy probably, but yeah, we like it. I've been doing it for, 25 years now. And every tax season you think, man, this is crazy. Why do I do this? But I tell people it's just a way of life, and that's what we do. And I get used to, after so long, you get used to it, and it's just a way of life for you.
Well, there's certainly a passion in your voice for keeping up with things like that. And speaking of passion, you have offices in both Cashiers and Asheville. What makes Cashiers so special to you and your organization?
So Cashiers is very special to me because, and not a lot of people can say this, but I am a native of Cashiers. I grew up in Cashiers, was born in Silva. My parents, my family is from Cashiers, and grew up there. Went to school at Blue Ridge, graduated Blue Ridge before went on to Clemson, and ended up back in Asheville. So working as a CPA there. So eventually started my own practice in Asheville. The opportunities to buy this practice in Cashiers came up, and I really wasn't, be quite honest, I really wasn't excited about it initially, but as I got to thinking about it and the opportunity to go back to my hometown, and even though my parents are still there and I'm through the area, I had been through the area obviously many times, but just kind of passing through to my parents and my wife, who is from there as well, her mom. But I decided, yeah, let's do this. And man, I tell you what, it's been really exciting to see all that goes on in Cashiers area. I mean, it's a great town. There's lots of, as everybody knows, I'm sure there's lots of opportunity, lots of things happening in Cashiers, a very exciting place, and just excited about all the opportunities that are going on, and that for my profession to be there and help again with businesses and individuals who are coming in and starting businesses, and businesses that have been going for many years, just to be able to help them. It's something that's very gratifying for me.
I love the story of bridging back into that place that you grew up. I didn't realize that you had.
Yeah, I get it's very funny because it's turned into somewhat of a joke in our office, because when we talk about town, the Cashiers, and we're talking about a certain building or a location of an office or some business, I'm always thinking about what it was 30 or 40 years ago or 30 years ago. So, and it's obviously changed many times over. So they make fun of me because they hear me say things that they have no idea what I'm talking about.
Well, I think we should appreciate the history buff that you are for the area. So I certainly do, as I listen in on stories of different people, just to understand how the landscape has changed. Well, as a sponsor for Leadership Cashiers, and I just can't thank you enough for stepping in and being a sponsor our inaugural year and again this year. We, of course, talk a lot about what it means to be a leader. How would you describe yourself as a leader, and what style of leadership would you just say that you have in your organization or in the community?
Okay, well, so for my organization as the owner, I tend to be somewhat of a hands-off leader. I try to give those that work for me, give them instructions, and make sure that I'm answering all the questions that they may have. But then I do tend to give them a lot of leeway as far as opportunities for them to do what they need to do and to do the work, so that they have can give their potential in what they're doing. Cashiers, I do have an office. In my Asheville office, I don't have an office, so my employees over there are working virtual, which is what we've been doing for the last 3 months. In a lot of situations. So I just give a lot. I think it's good to give them a lot of leeway. Definitely not a micromanager to any level, and seems to work for me. That the people that I've been blessed with to bring on to work for me have really enjoyed that and taken advantage of the opportunities that they have to kind of work on their own and move forward.
Sounds like you guys got a head start on most of the rest of the world in this whole remote work from home office thing. So well done.
Yes, it is. It is very interesting that some of the things that we've already been able to do, especially obviously in the Asheville office that we're doing now. The only thing is now I used to, because I don't have an office in Asheville, I would meet clients at a lot of coffee shops and such. So now it's parking lots, but hey, we do what we have to do to make it work.
Adjust as we go, right? So
Exactly.
And with the summer coming up, we'll be meeting outside a lot more, I'm sure.
There you go. And then looking forward to some warm weather and hopefully dry, warm weather.
Well, if people wanted to reach out to you guys, how can they best find you?
So I gave you the location, which is feel free. And at some point, I do, because this is through the chamber. I've talked to Stephanie over there. I'm planning on having an open house at some point later on, and maybe even in the fall. But giving you our location, you can always give us a call. The number at the cashier's office is 743-26225, and we're there 9 to 5:30 every day, every weekday. So feel free to give us a call or email. You can email me at my email address, which is eMoody@ericmoodycpa.com, which is long. It's a long email. I'm sorry. I need to probably get that shortened up. Yeah, it is easy to remember. So, so feel free to call or email me, and we'd be glad to try to help. Again, business, individual, whatever needs you might have for regarding tax, accounting, payroll, or just consulting. We would be glad to try to help you.
Repeat that number one more time.
I'm sorry. So the phone number at the office is, of course, 828 and then 743-2625.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, Eric, if you had one more kind of key message to give to this group of community leaders, what would that key message to them be?
Well, so for a message to them initially would be just I'd like to thank them for taking their time, and obviously everybody's time is precious, but they've chosen to be a part of this leadership Cashiers and prepare and participate in those events. So I just want to thank them for doing that, and it will not go. And talking to some of the group last year that came through it, they were they've been so excited about what they learned and how they're going to be able to use that in the future as they see Cashiers grow. And obviously the people that are in this are committed to Cashiers and ready and wanting to see that grow. So I would just say, stay focused. And I know right now it's difficult. There's difficult times, but I'm excited about the opportunities, especially again in the Cashiers area. I really do believe that the opportunities for growth and expansion, which is going to be a good thing, it gives a lot of potential. And by going through these classes, it's going to have you ready for lots of opportunities that are going to come your way.
Well, thank you so much, Anna. Our audience probably heard my dog bark as my husband came home. My apologies for the noise that's happening around here. But
hey,
thank you so very much for sponsoring Leadership Cashiers. Thank you for taking time to join us today on Sponsor Spotlight. And I look forward to hopefully visiting there one day in your new office in the Cashiers area. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. And yeah, absolutely feel free to stop by. And again, thanks for all, and thank you for this. And we look forward to this next class coming through.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, everyone, stay well. See you around somewhere in the Cashiers area or on our next Sponsor Spotlight. Thank you.